Okay, now a few words about general feature of the convention. First, a judgment given by a court of contracting state, a contract from the state of origin, shall be recognized and enforced in another contracting parties. So that's the starting point of the convention, shall be recognized and enforced. And the requested state shall now review the merits of the case. And importantly, the Judgments Convention does not deal with direct jurisdiction. It does not intend to influence and change, affect national direct jurisdiction rules. Instead, it only provides indirect jurisdictional basis. So for the purpose of the operation of the convention, those indirect jurisdiction rules is used to assess whether a judgment is entitled for circulation under the Judgments Convention. So in that, for the operation, how the court of origin establish a competence is not relevant for the operation of the convention. And the court address actually should just refer to the indirect jurisdiction filters provided in the convention, namely Article 5 and Article 6 of the convention, to assess whether the judgment is eligible for recognition and enforcement under the convention. I should mention that Article 5 and 6 are exhaustive list. And as for the grounds for refusal, the convention requires that refusal can only be based on the grounds specified in the convention. So it's an exhaustive list. Those grounds, national grounds for refusal will not be applicable, will not be relevant for the operation of the Judgments Convention. And importantly to know, the grounds for refusal are not mandatory. So you see here, the recognition or enforcement may be refused. So judge may refuse or may not refuse, even if there's one ground of refusal may be applicable. So judge has discretion to decide. And it's very important to know, I would like to stress, is the convention does not prevent recognition and enforcement under national law. So it's in Article 15, and with one exception, it is Article 6. As you can read, for this provision prohibits the enforcement under the convention or national law about the judgment ruled on right in immovable property, unless the property is situated in the state of origin. So what's important about this rule is that the convention provides a floor rather than a ceiling for the recognition and enforcement. So judgment, as long as above this floor, it should be recognized and enforced. That's the convention's principle to prove or favoring the recognition and enforcement of foreign judgments.